can answer that for you. So I play Sabertooth still, and the reason for that is, so couple things that happened this patch. So the main one was that Celestial Spirits got buffed, which made it better than Circle for Mythic Plus because of the consistent burst damage that we could pull out, right? Also, our cooldowns then line up better, and it just ended up doing more damage, right? Especially in lower keys, I would say, where you don't really get time for your bleeds to really get ticking, you know? So then, because we had Celestial Spirits, that caused a couple things to change. Suddenly, we no longer have Circle, which means our bleeds are not ticking as quickly, which means we don't need to refresh our Primal Wrath as often as we used to, which means we get more opportunities to do bites, which emphasizes more of our damage on our bites than it does on our bleeds. And now we've got an emphasis on our bites over our bleeds. Now, also, our Convoke is every 1 minute, and on average, let's say we're doing, 3 Ferocious bites per Convoke on a 1 minute, and we're doing, let's say, 4 or 5, let's say 5 on average per 2 minute Convoke, right? Well, now, it's not even, it's like 4 on average with 2 minute Convoke, actually. It's not actually even 5 on average. Now, per 2 minutes, we can use 2 of these Celestial Spirits Convokes, which means on average we're getting 6 bites every 2 minutes compared to getting 4 bites every 2 minutes that we were previously. So now we have a bigger emphasis on bites, as well as the fact that we had the emphasis now because of the lack of Circle. Then, on top of that, because we're getting our Convoke every minute, that means that our Predator is less valuable, because when we run into energy issues, we're getting that's being solved more often by being able to press that Convoke button. Gives us our combo points, restores our energy to full, helps us out, right? Also, we get Tiger's Fury by using Convoke. So now we're getting, like, say every 1 minute, if we're getting 2 Predators plus a Convoke, sorry, if we're getting 2 Tiger's Furies plus a Convoke every minute, then it means that we're now getting 3, like, Tiger's Furies per minute. So we should have Tiger's Fury up for roughly 30 seconds of every minute. Right? In theory. Oh, well, it would be like every minute and 4 seconds or whatever, I guess. Or technically every minute and 10 seconds, right? So you would adjust because you've actually got the knock-on of having your Tiger's Fury up. It doesn't actually fit within that 1 minute window. It'd be a minute and 10 seconds, I guess, right? And then, yeah, because we're getting all of our bites everywhere else, not only do we have less of a preference for Predator now, or less of a reliance on Predator for Tiger's Fury, now, because we're getting all these bites, we've got bigger emphasis on bites for all these reasons. Now our bites doing more damage is really significant. So that's like the full-winded like explanation of why Sabertooth is a bit better. And shit, you know what? I'm probably even just gonna clip that and make that a YouTube video, because I get asked that a lot now. You can still play Predator though. Like, I still think Predator is really good. It's still really, really good. But I think that for more meaningful damage, I'm gonna take Sabertooth, because my boss damage, like even if we look in this key, my boss damage here on Halkias, far and away above the rest. Echelon doesn't count because it's this cleavy thing. High Adjudicator, still doing well. Lord Chamberlain, significantly higher, right? Like, that's an actual pure single target, real good, solid fight, yeah? So, like, and it's tyrannical, so of course your overall, like, boss fight damage is going to be lower compared to a Fort Week where bosses are dying in 50 seconds. Of course, you're going to do less damage per boss on a 2 minute 50 window or whatever. But yeah, right, chat.